You wake up at the same time every morning, not because you want to, but because the numbers require it. The paycheck arrives on schedule. It leaves faster. Rent, utilities, groceries, small obligations that never feel small when they stack together. Your account balance stabilizes at a number you recognize too well. It hasn't moved in years. Your family has never talked about money in terms of growth, only survival. Bills are handled, emergencies are endured, nothing is built. There are no assets, no investments, no conversations about ownership, just work and the expectation that work continues. You've watched this pattern long enough to understand it isn't temporary, it's structural. You sit with your numbers one night, income on one side, expenses on the other. No gap, no momentum, just maintenance. That's when it becomes clear nothing in your current system produces a different result. You start paying attention to patterns you ignored before. People work harder when money gets tight. Extra hours, cutting expenses. It helps temporarily. Then everything resets. The effort increases, but the outcome stays the same. You stop focusing on effort and start looking at structure. Money, as you've known it, has always been tied to time. Hours worked, pay received. Hours stop, pay stops. There is no separation. That's the system you inherited. Then you notice a different model. Money that moves without direct involvement. Assets that produce. Accounts that grow without constant input. The difference is not intelligence, it's design. Money is not income, it is a system. Once you see it that way, your situation becomes easier to understand. You're not lacking effort, you're operating inside a system that cannot produce excess. You don't react emotionally, you adjust your focus. You start with what you can access immediately, a basic brokerage account. It takes less than an hour to open. You transfer $200. It doesn't look like a solution, it looks like a gesture. You select a broad index fund. No complexity, no attempt to outperform. You're not trying to win, you're trying to enter. The system matters more than the outcome. Before you can reconsider, you automate the next contribution. Fixed amount, same day your paycheck arrives. The decision is removed. The money leaves before you can spend it. Nothing about your life changes. Income same, expenses same. The balance barely moves, but that's not the point. You created a second path for your money. It's small, controlled, consistent, not meaningful yet, but it exists. The system needs input. $200 isn't enough, so you adjust what you can control. Income. You look at your schedule. There's not much flexibility, but not zero. Evenings, weekends, small blocks of time. You take on additional work. Not ideal, but available. Simple tasks, bookkeeping, admin support, repetitive work most people ignore. That's exactly why it pays. The first extra payment feels different, not larger, just separate. It doesn't belong to your existing system. You don't upgrade anything. You redirect it. Every dollar from the second stream goes into the same structure. Investments first. No delay, no exceptions. Your days get longer. Energy drops. You notice it, but you don't negotiate with it. This phase isn't permanent. It's functional. For the first time, there's a gap between what you earn and what you spend. Small, but controlled. You start noticing patterns in the work you're doing. Numbers that don't align. Expenses placed wrong. Costs that look normal, but compound into losses. You track them. You point them out. The reaction shifts. What you saw wasn't obvious to them. That gap matters. You didn't create it. You identified it. They adjust. Results improve. You're asked to look at more. One introduction leads to another. No announcements. Competence moves quietly, but it gets noticed. You're no longer just trading time. You're solving problems. The numbers start to accumulate, slowly, then consistently. But savings alone won't change your position. You need something that produces. An opportunity appears, not presented as one, just a problem someone wants to offload, an underperforming asset. You review it carefully. Cost, risk, return. You calculate everything twice. The price is within reach, but not comfortably. You commit anyway. The process is slow. Delays, rejections. You move through them. The numbers still hold. That's what matters. The deal closes. For the first time, you own something that generates income independent of your time. It's not efficient yet. It needs attention, but it produces. That changes everything. The income starts small. It doesn't transform your life overnight. After expenses, the cash flow is modest. You track it anyway, every month. You consider using it, upgrading something, but you don't. The system isn't large enough yet. You redirect everything. Now there are two sources feeding the system. The effect is gradual, but real. The balance starts moving with consistency. Nothing changes in your lifestyle. Same routines, same expenses. That's intentional. The increase never
never reaches your day-to-day life. It gets absorbed before it can. The system grows quietly. Compounding is no longer theoretical. You can see it now. Your decisions change before your lifestyle does. You stop thinking about what money can buy. You think about what it can produce. Every dollar has a function. The system expands. One asset leads to another, not quickly, but consistently. You evaluate everything the same way. Cost, risk, return. Income no longer comes from one place. It comes in parts. Together, they create stability. You track everything. The numbers are larger now, but your approach doesn't change. You check your accounts like you always do. No anticipation, just routine. The total crosses 1 billion. You don't react immediately. You verify it. Nothing inflated, nothing assumed. The number holds. You close the screen. Nothing changes. The system continues exactly as it did before. It's not an arrival. It's a measurement of what has already been built. The number changes how others see you. Requests begin to appear. You don't respond emotionally. You respond structurally. You define boundaries, control outflow, protect what you've built. You're not just managing income anymore. You're managing exposure. The scale changes risk. Larger positions, longer timelines, less room for error. You review everything more often, not out of fear, out of necessity. Some opportunities look good. You pass anyway. The system comes first. You're no longer trying to grow fast. You're trying to stay intact while it grows, because the question is no longer how you get here. It's what you do next.